at something, and then it's the attitude, because all about today we are saying it's the women are in place. So really step into that space and pick up your chair, yeah?
Initially it was, I believe there was more of the male being the stronger, but now we have more feminists than the, yeah. So there's still an imbalance there.
Rank and sit with your friends.
Okay, because we have a new stage direction person. Can we just try it if, as is, in case people don't show up? So when you're speaking, you will stand.
Foreign men have as men who appear to be very sophisticated and educated, they will have a negative influence on our men. I propose that they are executed immediately to prevent any subversive influence on male subjects.
We could learn quite a lot from those people, which will be useful to the Republic. It will be a great waste to execute them now.
This piece was written years back, and at that point I believe men solely, like there was no equality, this whole thing we are doing of men and women as the same and what, so it will really be taken in differently. The play is showing us that we need to work together. There is no gender that can just be there alone and fulfill everything alone. We need each other. We need to rely on each other. There is a reason why they created male and female and not just male or just female. So yeah.
There's a lot about the gender imbalance. Of course now, I think there's still a competition, and it's been there for a while, but it talks about society in general and how we perceive our roles as women and then men, and then of course relationships. We all love marriage, so yeah.
And I want Rankin for my husband.
Cassandra, yes. Make it like him with this. You expect.
The first one that stood out is when the colonel is stating down all these roles of a man can't do this, a man can't do this, a man can't do this.
No male may speak to a woman without permission. No male may do anything without being under the supervision of women. No male may ask a woman a question. A male must always obey a woman at once and without question. A male cannot.
And she's stating all these things, and I'm like, but that's what men do. So I like that moment. I like the moment when everything is shifting. The ladies are starting to fall in love with the men are starting to fall in love with the women, and at the end of it all, when we are whoop, a happy family.
I think the moment that stayed with me is when Dr. Max asks, can a man be loved?
Can a man be loved?
There's no such thing. A male must donate semen to the sperm bank of the Republic as soon as he is mature, and then is immediately sterilized. Anyone has the right to have any man entirely as her own discretion.
I think that really comes down to the heart of even African men in general. Even though the play is based in South America, men are told to be warriors and to fight but he asks a question about the heart. Can a man be loved? So that stood out to me.
So amazing how this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman.
Dr. Marx. Jonathan. Other explorers: George, Dennis, Bill, Chris, Eric and Fred, and all the other male members of the Republic. Senior Counsel, Agrippina. Second Counsel, Popper. Sergeant Lavinia.
I think there are still relevant themes that are addressed in this play. There are many themes of equality, things really that show that we can't live imbalanced, really, like not higher women or higher men. It doesn't work like that, so I feel like they are still relevant even now.
Would you kindly explain to us, please, what is this republic?
The Republic is the Republic of Feminia.
Feminia?
Yes, this is a state in which only women have any status or rights.
And the men?
Men are merely slaves. He was of wood, and was of water with no right of any kind at all.
They painted for us a picture where now, let's say roles were reversed and the women were the ones leading in this society. And there was a serious conflict between the two sexes, between the two genders, and deficiency in family and relationships. So right now what this story tells about relationships and gender and roles in the society is really to work together. What moment or idea stayed with me after reading the play today? For moments, the moment was when the ladies chose their men. It was interesting. It was interesting. It was just interesting. It stayed with me. And for ideas that stayed with me is, no gender, no one has it figured out by themselves, you know, and you need others to make everything work.
As many of you have learned about God during this time, shall we have one big church wedding for us all?
We need all that in our life right now, because at the end of it all, love won in the play. Love won, and there was now the Republic of Equalia. Yeah, so I believe it touches all topics: relationship, gender, and I believe they are very powerful in our day-to-day life.
The moment that stayed in my mind, and it has actually been ringing in my head big time, is when they failed to heal or administer medication to a sick fellow of them, and they had to contact the male that they were underlooking.
How did Feminia advance in technology and could not even cure their own diseases? I think that it goes on to say, for me, the fact that there is always more to learn, because they were having these illnesses, and yes, they have
information advanced enough to tell when the explorers had come and who they are, but they didn't have cues to the necessary, the cues that they needed. So I think that for me, the message is to first look inward, especially for the women's movement, to first tighten those loose ends so that in case of anything, they are not on the defensive, which I think Feminia found themselves in a position. But I also feel like the Senate was very impressionable. Small new men, and suddenly...
We had no alternative as he had a woman's skills in medicine.
Oh, really? Oh, I have a headache. Excuse me.
Yes, Your Highness. Will you allow me to examine you?
How dare you? The very idea that a man would touch me. You also seem to have gone mad. The best solution would be to kill them, including this doctor. I need you today.
She goes off in a huff. Dancers follow her with a short dance.
Generations have changed. The generation that was there, that it was written for, has changed from the generation now. We have a more sensitive generation. No matter what word you're using, no matter what you're saying, the concept might sound offensive to a certain class of people currently.
When they sat and came together, they came to a conclusion that they can still be in the same republic and share equal rights, and they get equal opportunities. Like, we can still work as a team, not just men, not just women, but as a team, and we balance this between men and women. We can stand and work together in unison.
Father Grimes originally was just my head teacher, but I managed to experience 2 years of Father Grimes, and he was an inspiration. He was a gentleman that made me who I am right now. I love that. I love music, I love dance, but I'm also in the corporate world. And I remember a couple of times meeting Father, even after we left and I'd started working, when he used to travel back to Uganda, I think once a year. And he called me aside, and I think he had asked, who is that guy? Because I was still making time to be on stage as and when I could. And he asked me, so I hope you will never stop doing this. Keep dancing, keep living that life. That's what will make you happy, and you'll just be a better person because you are delivering your passion and also doing your job. And ever since then, it's been a personal mission for me to do that. To the extent that I opened a dance studio, Troy Studios, that I do, but I'm also a corporate guy. I sit in the office and argue out big things. So I feel I'm at peace.
Right. Thank you
because of Father.
Yeah, so it was written 20 years ago by Father Grimes. We thought we'd bring it back to life to see if it was still relevant today. So how many people think it still has some relevance today? Any reasons why?
Yeah. Let's share some reasons. Why do you feel this is still relevant?
I think when we were in school, there are things we did, and we didn't know that we want to bring an impact to the world. For us in school, this was part of the calendar. We got back to school in January, and from January, second week, we went to the main hall, getting to rehearsals. The show started in June. In October, we were the National Theatre. It was a great deal of working. You had to be ready, physical, mentally. The rehearsals were tight. If you're not there, the bus will leave you. So seeing you guys here, I just get goosebumps. Congratulations, and I think, I don't know what to say. 20 years ago, this was a show. Now, present world, we have a conversation about man and woman. Women's Day is a big thing. Before, those are things we used to hear. It tells out the echoes and reflection and image. So that means all the things we do, there are other people that are going to enjoy the benefits in many years to come. Congratulations and thank you.
I would like to appreciate you all. This is beautiful. It brought back memories. We kept talking about it. It was really nostalgic for us. Some moments we kept saying, oh my God, I said that so well, this person is even better. And it's amazing. My voice is really shaking because I was like, I remember that stage, I remember doing this, I remember the rehearsals, I remember waking up and doing the dances, and Miss Ivan, I wanted them on point. Yes, it's a beautiful feeling because some of us have picked up a lot from her. We're still actually mentoring and tutoring dance now, professionally, and this is a beautiful thing. But you guys pulling this off, I got to understand actually Republic of Feminia now. It actually made sense, and I was like, where were the brains in this play? And I'm like, wow. Now, all these scenarios, all these things that kept coming up, kept bringing out a different message that I didn't see then. I think we're just reciting or just reading them out because we had to or we knew how to, but we didn't understand the meaning behind them all. But right now it's like, it actually meant this. When we were chatting, like, it actually meant this. This is actually what it's meaning. So it's a beautiful thing, and I wish we could actually put it in actual, like a proper production, so that even our kids here can see something that they will go back and say, these people did this a couple of years back. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Put the hand back.
For me, I've never watched it. But relevant. In this world, in my class, when you talk to a boy, they treat you badly and they say that connection. This girl has a lot, it taught me a lot about connection with men and women. So it teaches us that even if you are with a man, you are still a human being.
Nice. Clock it.
She's saying something? And I'm 9 years old.
Looking back, I was a literature student. I can't say I was a good literature student then. Now I am. Because you have that maturity of understanding what is happening. We used to read those books, things fall apart, blah, blah, blah. We never actually understood what they meant. Right now you read, you're able to see the satire and everything. This is what this play is all about. And that is what she was, I think, saying. Yeah, you recite, you say whatever you have to say. But now as you mature, you are able to relate it to the real world, and you're able to understand what they mean. All the jokes, all the things about men and women, all the serious stuff about the men and women that the world needs to address. When you're young, you don't see it. You just recite and go on.
For me, it was just the whole package about experiencing the production, the music, but seeing young people, being themselves. And yes, seeing people like Roy still carrying the torch with the Troy Studio that you do, and Grace, still carrying the torch in terms of the dance, and also affirming the fact that theatre is still alive, and I'm glad that this is happening in the World Theatre Month, and also International Women's Day. So yeah, thank you guys. Father up there must be smiling.
So I want us to appreciate the power of either a prompt, even
a group of 8 explorers in a big South American.
And then I know in the back end there's Jill and there's Miss Ivana. Yeah. When Frida told me, okay, this brochure was shared with us, and we were all like, okay, what is it? What is it script reading? You sit in the auditorium and you just listen. What happens next? So today I told her I feel like coming, but it's pointless. Yeah. And she said, no, just come and listen. And I was like, anyway, let me come for nostalgic sake. Let me come. I had just come from a training, and it was just a lot of work to come here. A lot of work. Anyway, eventually when I got here, it wasn't about who is coming, it was just about me singing. listening to the script. But I feel like I've really had an experience of its own, just having shown. So even to the auditorium, the people in the audience, thank you.
The reason this is here today is Professor Jill, who worked actually with Father 2002 to about 2008, when Father used to come back for summer school. She's writing a PhD on how dance in Namasagali formulated or made the women of Namasagali then into who we are today. And she was also able to go to UK before Father passed and actually got permission to do this play again because it's copyrighted to Father. But Father gave that permission. And Professor Jill is my teacher and my friend. She's a Ugandan. She's been here now for 20-something years. So she's been trying to get this done. Now, this is a start journey for this production because, as we can see, there is the power of the woman, the power of the man coming together. So she had questions. Why would Father, near the end of his time in Namasagali, write a play that is Republic of Feminia? He had written plays, Song of Bantu, Song of Impi, we had done Mama Kapi, we had done Julius Caesar, and none of those plays, great actors and actresses, they're out in the world doing fantastic things. But because she said that's like Father was kind of a subversive person, a little bit ahead of his time. Everybody today thinks they're doing international school. We had it for free without the word international. So anyway, so that's why this play is here. And I want to take a moment to just say thank you to each and every one of these young people.